Hi, it's John here from See You on the Start Line podcast. I'm the event coordinator and race director for CJM'S events. I've been quiet for the last week. We never had the podcast due to being over on the west coast with Gold Trail event and had to make an urgent trip back to Christchurch, so couldn't get the podcast done to give everyone a quick update on what was happening with Gold Trail. But today we are talking Gold Trail. We're also talking Run New Zealand Run with Waitangi Day 5K, Valentine's Day 5K, the Graveler, Motorway Half Marathon, Run Mount Hutt, Muddy Good Run, and Krank. Some of them will be pretty brief, but we just want to give everyone an update on what's happening and what has been happening. Last Saturday we had Gold Trail, which was the mountain bike race from Shantytown through to Moana at Lake Brunner. It was a fantastic ride. We had just under 150 riders taking part, from elite riders flying through the course right through to recreational riders, with some ladies riding mountain bikes, cruising along to the finish line and having a great time. The calibre of riders was fantastic across the whole field, and it made for some exciting racing and some spectacular scenery for a lot of people. Some of the uphills were a little bit rough. Some of the downhills were very rough in places as the streams tried to take over the roads again. If you want to have a look at what Gold Trail was all about, with the fantastic start in Shantytown, where it starts down the main street, go to the Gold Trail Facebook page and click on the video that's there. That was courtesy of Wayne McMillan. He was first across the line on his e-bike, but as you can tell by his breathing at the end, it's not always easy while you're riding an e-bike. The bike doesn't do it all for you. So it was a fantastic race. Heaps of people, heaps of smiles on the face. Fantastic atmosphere at the finish at Moana with the Hotel Lake Brunner. Great hospitality put on by Philip Barnett and his team. And it was just a spectacular day, and the weather played its part. Great weather actually right through for all the time we were over there, from Tuesday through till Monday. And if anyone does find one of our speed humps that someone decided they wanted to take home from the hotel, let us know. Remind them that we potentially have a photo of them with it being taken, and it'd be good just to get it back. So just give them a reminder. Well, tomorrow it's another holiday for a lot of people. This is Waitangi Day, and it's a great chance to get out and do a virtual run, a virtual 5K with Run NZ Run, and you can purchase the awesome Waitangi Day 5K medal. So this here is, you can go for a run anywhere you like. That 5K can be around the block or around the house as many times as it's got to be. You can walk it, you can do it as a park run even on Saturday. Count your time, register, put up the time that you did, and the results are all published. And if you want to get the fantastic Waitangi Day medal, you can purchase one of those for $24.95. Run NZ Run is a fantastic platform that has people throughout New Zealand and Australia, and we're actually around the world really. There's entries coming in from a lot of places we never ever heard of as well. And we find that we can get postage to them. So it's something you need to have a look at. It's really, really cool, and gives you a chance to get rewards for every run that you do. Then on the 14th, we've got Valentine's Day 5K. So again, you can do a 5K run or walk anywhere you like, and you can get the awesome Valentine's Day 5K medal. Maybe you could register your partner for that, or someone who wants to be your Valentine. I'd just be a wee bit wary of it though, on they might take it the wrong way if you're registering them into a 5K run or walk, but why not? Let's get everybody active around New Zealand. So to register for any of those events or our main runs and that, you can go to runnzrun.co.nz. Actually, our cavoodle dog Charlie, he's doing the length of New Zealand in 2025. So he's cranking through the Ks on that, and he's doing pretty well actually. I think he's still on target. I think today we did just under 8K. So it's good for him. It's probably good for me as well. So we've got some more stuff coming up, which we head off to Hamner Springs next week. I'll be heading up there actually this Friday, going up on Friday and going around the course for the Graveler. Now, the Graveler is a gravel bike race, or can be recommended as a gravel bike, or it can be done on a hardtail mountain bike. If you want to do it on a soft tail, you really need to make sure you can lock it out, because it's preferred. It's for a gravel bike or hardtail, as I said. The course itself is 132k. That is basically 132k of gravel roads, and there's 400 metres of tar just at the finish, and then we give you 70 metres of grass just to the finish line. So it finishes in the Hamner Springs domain, but it starts on the intersection at the top of Jack's Pass on Tophouse Road and Molesworth Road. And you go up Molesworth Road, also known as the Akron Road. It goes all the way up 50k up to Seven Bridge, where you take a left and you go across on the 7 Sedgemere Road, which is only open for 6 weeks a year. This road will actually be closed to public as well for the race, so you shouldn't meet any traffic there. You might meet Jim and his team and from the farm coming in from Tarndale Station, but probably not likely. More inclined maybe to come across some Angus bulls or cows out there as well, or calves, so just watch any stock. There are actually 10,000 spectators out there from the of cattle, and there's probably more than 10,000 rabbits out there as well. So it's probably the biggest spectators you will probably get for an event in New Zealand, and the most remote place that there is. On the roads up there, there's only 12,000 vehicles go through the roads in a year coming down through Molesworth. That's on the Rainbow Road and the Molesworth Road. So it's 12,000 in total, while on the Southern Motorway here in Christchurch, you have 30 plus thousand cars a day. So it's quite incredible, but it's spectacular scenery, something you don't see. Not a lot of Kiwis have ever been up to Molesworth or seen what it's about. It's gravel roads. It's it's just really, really special. There's a few streams to go across. We have to take water up 55k up the Rainbow Road, just to make sure we've got a drink station for people up there, and there's also a drink station on the way back down. But all that has to be all carted up to it on the day of the race and set up there for the riders to be able to grab when they get it. It is a fairly logistical event to hold, and it's pretty special too. So if you haven't registered for the Graveler, you can go to thegraveler.co.nz and register. Late entries will still be open right up to Thursday next week. So I'd recommend, if you want to have experienced one of the best gravel races in New Zealand, it's basically the ultimate gravel race of New Zealand, get into it. There'll be something like 200 riders taking part on the day. Only 40% of them are from Canterbury, so riders coming from all over the country, all coming into Hamner Springs on the Friday for a race pack pickup. Saturday the race, prize giving on Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock, and many staying on within Hamner and enjoying the hot pools and a beer, everything at Monteith's. So make sure you get there, support Hamner Holiday Homes as they're supporting the event, and the Foursquare as well, Hamner Foursquare. So then after the Graveler, we move down to that 30 plus thousand cars a day to the Christchurch Motorway Half Marathon. This year the half marathon is starting at Canterbury AMP Park, because Napunawai is being used for an international athletic meet, and we've got the half marathon 10k, 5k and a 2k children's kids dash, all starting and finishing in the Canterbury AMP Park. Now this is a really fast course. Yes, was held on the motorways and on the motorway pathways. There is only one stop-go control to have to worry about for any cars. There's no worries at all, and that's on Marsh's Road, which is basically fairly much a low-volume road. And you cross that twice, and it's an out and back course, and it's fast. There's no corners or bends. There's a couple of bends where you go around Meadow Mushrooms building there, and it's quick, it's fast, and it's pretty special. So if you want to get into that, go to motorwayhalf.co.nz and register. As we said, we've got the half marathon. There's a run, there's a walk, there's a hybrid, which means you can run a bit, walk a bit. We have the 10K, which is a run and a walk, 5K, run and walk, and the Kids Dash, which is a run. Some actually have to walk that 2K. It might be this year about 2.2K, but it's pretty cool. After the Motorway Half Marathon, we are then into March. And on March the 8th, just touch on it briefly, we have Run Mount Hutt. This gives you the opportunity to run up the Mount Hutt Skifield Road all the way to the car park or out to the bungee jump where it is and back. It starts at the Awa Awa Rata Reserve, known by many locals as the McLennan's Bush, and it starts at the reserve area there and goes up Scott Saddle Track, comes out at the Scott Saddle at the Mount Hutt Road, and then goes up the road. We've got the 25K, which goes all the way to the top, and we've got the 12K, which turns around at Rocky, the big rock that's just halfway up the road. That came up there after the Christchurch earthquake. So that is going to be a special race. It's pretty cool. Entries in that are still open for that. They close, I think, they close on the 23rd of February, the same day as the Christchurch Motorway Half Marathon. So get your entries into those. That entries for that are at runmthutt.co.nz. So that is RUNMTHUTTIC. Sorry, I'll start again. runmthutt.co.nz for Run NZ Run. Sorry, for Run Mount Hutt on the 8th of March. A bit tongue-tied and all that. Then in April is our next event. On the 6th of April, we've got Muddy Good Run. That's going to be at the Canterbury A&P Park as well, where we build mud pits. We bring in cars to climb over, crawl over, containers to climb over. There are water slides, cars, water bins, skippy bins, you name it, we create it out there, and it's something for everyone. From 4 years upwards, 4 to 6 year olds have to do it with an adult. So parents, you've got to get it down and dirty. There's no charge for the parents on that one there. Then we have the 7 to 13 year olds who take part in their age categories. We have the family race, which again, that can be from 4 years up to whatever, so families can all do it together. And we have the adults races in the afternoon, starting about midday and running through to 2 o'clock, where that's 5K, and they can be done as individuals or as teams. So this event, I think this is our 19th Muddy Good Run, and there's been something like 15,000 participants take part over the years in these events. So if you go to muddygoodrun.co.nz to register for that, that is on Sunday, the 6th of April at Canterbury A&P Park. Early bird entries for that actually close on the 12th, next Wednesday. So, yeah, make sure you get registered for those as well. Then the fortnight after, it's a children's and women's racing. This is for Krank. This is a mountain bike race out at Bottle Lake Forest. It's for children and women. And one of the cool sections in this categories is mums and daughters and mums and sons. The mums do the 7K or 11K loop, the first one, tag the children, and the children do the second lap, so the kids get the glory of crossing the finish line, and for that, both children and the mums get their medal. Children can race in their own age groups, and again, there are finishers' medals and prize categories, which they're on the podium for as well. The ladies, when they do their race, they can be on the podium. It's just a fun day out. So if you want to have a look at that, go to Krankit, KRANKIT.co.nz to register. That is a really, really cool event and one we'd encourage you to get into. So until next week, that is our quick update on everything that's happening with CJM's events, which we're looking forward to Waitangi Day tomorrow and the 5K run, Valentine's Day 5K, and then the Graveler next week, which I'll come to you maybe a wee bit earlier, or it may be actually from Hamner, and give that update to you as well. So until then, we'll see you on the start line.